I don't want to live in a world where we all speak the same language, where we think the same. Welcome to Hyphenated, Culture Connected. There's a t-shirt that means so much to me. It meant something in 2003 and something completely different in 2026. And the fact that it's the same shirt worn by the same man in two different stages of his life tells you everything about what has changed in this country. Colombian musician Juanes first wore this shirt at the Latin Grammys in 2003, the night he swept 5 awards and became the new face of Latin rock. That year, the Academy asked every single one of the winners to give their speech in English to help the show cross over.
My English is pretty bad, but I have been practicing, so...
But he wore that shirt, as if to say, I hear you, but I'm not leaving my heritage on the door. In 2003, that shirt felt like an embrace. A warm embrace, like an invitation. Thank you for welcoming into your world, but I also speak Spanish. Let's exchange knowledge. A few weeks ago, Univision gave him the Lifetime Achievement Award at Premio Lo Nuestro, and he also wore that shirt to receive the award. But instead, like a warm embrace or invitation, it felt like a hill meant to be conquered. I have lived in the United States for more than half of my life. This country gave me my career. It's where I fell in love. It's where I got married. It's where I built a home. But over the last few years, something has started to ache. Not because someone explicitly told me that I don't belong here, but because the room has gotten colder. Because I found myself hesitating before I speak Spanish at the supermarket. Because ideas about Latino culture that once felt like strategy now get quietly filed under a label and then ignored. Being Latino in this country feels increasingly binary. Either you become the angry rebel they can't dismiss, or you fall in line and become the safe version they can market. I refuse to be either. Juanes said no to English crossover when everybody asked him to. They said it was the obvious path for an artist like him. But Bunny stands on the most American stages in the world and refuses to translate himself, bringing the island, the barrios, the Spanish slang, the whole context, his culture with him, our culture. And they're not just doing this for Latinos. They're doing it because any culture that wants to survive must protect its right to be itself. And the question both of them are asking, the question that that shirt has been always asking, isn't really about language. It's about whether or not you flatten yourself to be accepted or invite people into the full story of who you really are. I don't want to live in a world where we all speak the same language, where we think the same. I want a world where you teach me about your culture, regardless of which one is it, and I'm better for it. Because the most beautiful moments in life happen when we exchange knowledge, when we exchange stories, and we carry those stories with us forward. That's what culture is. That's what Juanes did with that t-shirt in 2003 and again in 2026. Same letters, different world, same message. But now that embrace feels more like a shield.